Hello everyone, I've come on to tell you today all about your maths challenge that I'm going to ask you to do for me. Now, earlier on in the week, you have been doing 3D shapes with Mrs. Tuttle, and now what I'm going to be asking you to do for the next 2 days is we're going to have a little look at 2D shapes. Now, this is something that we have done in class before, so hopefully when I show you some 2D shapes in a minute, you're going to remember some of the names of the 2D shapes that we've already looked at. Although it was a little while ago now, I think it was back in the autumn term, so you might have forgotten some of them, but hopefully you'll remember some. Okay, shall we have a little look then at what shapes we've got? So I'm going to show you a shape card and I want you to see if you can remember the name of that shape card. Okay, so here we go. Here's our first one. Can you tell me what this shape is called? This is a circle. Can you say that? Circle. Well done. Let's have a look at our next one. Here we go. Can you remember the name of this shape? This is a triangle. Can you say that? Triangle. Well done. Let's look at our next one. Okay, have a good think about this one. Can you remember the name of this? This is a square. A square. Can you say that? Brilliant. And our next one. Okay, now this one looks a little bit similar to our square, doesn't it? But you can see they are different. So our square has got all the sides are the same length. This shape we're looking at now, we've got two sides that are longer than the other two sides. Can you remember what this shape's called? This is called a rectangle. Can you say that for me? Rectangle. Very good, everyone. Okay, next one now. We're going to know these ones. What's this shape called? That's right, this is a diamond. Can you say that? Diamond. And this one. Now, this one looks like we've squashed our circle a little bit. If we come back to our circle, there's our circle. And this one looks like we've squashed it a little bit. And this is called an oval. Can you say that? Oval. Well done. Okay, a couple left. Oh, some nice ones to finish off with. What's this shape? A star. That's right, well done. And last one, a heart. Okay, now I included those last two because you might want to use them in your challenge for today. So now we have looked at some of the names of our 2D shapes. Okay, we've had a little look at some of them and we remember what they're called. What I'm going to ask you to do today for me is I'd like you to make your own 2D shape picture. So I've got some examples here in case you're thinking, I don't really understand what that means. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw or to make, if you can, a picture just made out of 2D shapes. So here is an example for you. Here is a picture and you'll see it's a picture of a boat, but what is a bit extra special about this picture is it's all made up of shapes that we have just looked at. So if we looked at the red shape here, which is the sail of the boat, we can see that it is a triangle. And if we looked at this green sail here, again, we can see it's another triangle, a smaller triangle. If we look very carefully, if I put this a bit closer for you, if you look very, very carefully, you can see the bottom bit of our boat. We've got triangles on the end of both sides of our boat. And in the middle, we've got a rectangle and another rectangle here. So this is what I'd like you to have a little go at today. Now, you don't have to do a boat for me. You can do a picture of whatever you like, but this is just an example of how you're going to do it. So you're going to think about what you'd like to draw, and then you've got to see if you can make that picture using some of those 2D shapes that we've just looked at. Okay, I'll show you some more examples of these shape pictures, maybe to give you some ideas of what you might like to do. So here's our boat picture. Let me pick up the other ones, they're just here. So we've also got a train. And again, if you look very carefully, you can see some of the shapes we've just looked at. Our wheels are are what shape? That's right, the circles. We've got a window here in our train, which is a square. And I'm sure you can see lots of other shapes on that picture as well. So there's our train. A lovely flower picture here. Again, all made up of our 2D shapes, our petals, our circles. We've got an oval here, which looks like the leaf of the flower. Our plant pots are made up of a rectangle and another rectangle, 2 rectangles to make our plant pot. That's a great example. Okay, a couple more for you. This is a good one. The sun. The sun. And a house. Maybe you could do a picture of your house. What shapes could you use? And a last one then. Oh, this is a nice one. A rocket zooming into outer space. We've got our stars. What shapes can you see on our rocket there? So there we go. I'd like you to have a little go at that by yourselves today. What 2D shapes can you use to make your own shape picture? And I can't wait to see what you make for me. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.